Pato O'Ward is already out of the cars. We see the checkers come out, fastest so far. So first question, as we were chatting before we came on air, what did you find out of the alternates? How much quicker than the primaries?
I'd probably say it's a solid half a second, I'd say. Okay. I know it seems a bit more, right? I think, I did a 7.4, so that makes it 0.8, but I think there's been some track progression and everything, so I think it's a solid half a second at least. So yeah, I mean, the car's in the window, and you know, we've been making small tweaks here and there. You know, some things worked, some things didn't work. So just about to debrief right now and see where we want to go for P2 tomorrow.
One thing I'm curious about is the new aero screen that has more venting. It's not super hot this weekend, but can you tell if it's going to make a difference in these really hot summer races?
There's probably some more air circulation in there. I wouldn't say it's a massive jump because I feel like it'd be a bit more noticeable, I'd say.
Not like there's a big breeze coming through.
No, but it's fine. I mean, the weather right now is beautiful, so not complaining about the heat yet.
Herta has climbed out, and he's getting his equipment taken care of before he begins his debrief. So what did you learn?
Not much. We were kind of loose the whole time, and we stayed that way. So we gotta figure out why that's happening and then kind of go from there.
So you really kind of have to start over tomorrow? You don't feel like you gathered enough intel, or do you feel like you're in a decent spot?
No, not start over. I mean, we were quickest for 90% of the session. We just didn't get our lap on greens. But no, we're close. We're just a little too loose at the moment. So, and nothing that we were doing was really helping that. So we got to figure out some stuff for that.
And on the primaries, he was up near the top of the chart. So Colton Herta will still be a factor. Dylan.
Agustin Canapino ends that first session in the 5th spot. So how does it feel to come back to tracks like this for the second year now, with experience and just kind of understanding the cars a little better too?
Much better. This track honestly is really, really tricky. I remember last year, the session on Friday, I was complicated, honestly. But now I'm enjoying a lot. It's a really tricky track because the braking zones are very demanding and you have the wall in front of you waiting for you. So it's a good track, and we were really good. I think we were, P12 with the blacks, really good. My lap wasn't good, honestly, with the greens. I can get 2 or 3 tenths more. So I'm really happy with the start of the weekend. Good start, and we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Where do you feel like you can pick up that 2 to 3 tenths? Where on the racetrack?
Another set of tires, and trying to get the correct pressures and my balance. Here the gap between the greens are black. I felt a big gap of grip, and I need to try again with the greens to try to get this confidence.
All right, good start to the weekend so far for the 78 diff.
Christian Rasmussen is in the top 10 as a rookie in his first time in this historic event, quickest of the Ed Carpenter racing cars. How was it? How do you feel about it?
No, I feel great about it. Obviously, first top 10 is very nice, especially on a track that I've never been to before, you know. But I think we rolled out strong. I felt like I got up to speed quick. I felt comfortable quick. Thanks to all the time that we've spent in the Chevy Sim. So it's the prep has been good for this weekend, and I think it pays off.
So what is that experience like when you've only done 1 IndyCar race, 2 if you count thermal, but then, as you said, you're coming to a place you've never been before?
Yeah, no, it's good, but I think just having 1 weekend under my belt is a lot of the firsts are just out of the way. You know, my first practice session on an official weekend, my first race, and all of that stuff. So that kind of takes some of the nerves away, I guess. But love being here, love the track, and obviously we're decently quick. So
Christian Rasmussen has always been quick, a champ at all 3 levels on his way to IndyCar, and a good start at Long Beach.
Theo Pourchaire is just kind of trying to figure out how to drive this IndyCar, completing his first practice session here. So, okay, what'd you think? I know there was probably a million things going through your head, but how did it feel to get out there and kind of get an understanding of this car?
I mean, it felt incredible. I'm super happy to be back driving. The car felt great. I mean, Pato did the fastest lap. I was pretty good on the alternate tires. Unfortunately, I didn't complete any laps due to the traffic, so it's all right. You know, I'm learning. I think it could have been a good position at the end, so it's good. Car is great. Track is really bumpy. It's really hard physically as well, but it's good. I'm super happy.
So I heard you say on the radio at the end of that session that you could feel your driving getting better. You could also feel the grip in the car improving. Is that a big deal for you to kind of be able to feel those changes and feel how it affects the car?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's super important for me lap after lap to understand everything. And, you know, I also pushed a bit the limits. I did one small mistake. I think, you know, it was into turn 8, if I'm right. So it's good, you know, to be at the limits. I mean, I love street course. I enjoy it so much. And I feel like tomorrow is going to be a better day again because I'm learning quick. I'm happy. The team is helping me a lot. And as I said, you know, without the traffic, I think it could have been a great position at the end. But it doesn't really matter at the moment. I'm just trying to learn. But yeah, super happy. As you can tell on my face, you know, I'm smiling all the time. So.
Mission accomplished, day one for Theo Pourchaire, and as he said, he'll get to sleep on it tonight and then come back tomorrow and try it again.
A great character, great personality, and just happy to be here. And, you know, he is on a rocket ship, either to Formula One or to IndyCar. Either way, he is going to be an open-wheel superstar. Here are the overall practice times from everything combined. It's Pato O'Ward leading fellow Chevrolet drivers Will Power and Scott McLaughlin.
Looks a lot like the finishing order at the first race in St. Pete with Pato O'Ward and Team Penske there in the top 5. Shout out to Felix Rosenquist as well. Another strong performance early on in the season with his new race team. Further back, you see some of the drivers that are just learning Long Beach for the first time. And I agree on Theo Pourchaire. I mean, just 20 years old. What he accomplished to just keep it off the walls at Long Beach your very first time in an IndyCar, that's something special. You've got Lundqvist, Ferrucci, lots of drivers that'll be looking for more as we get to practice 2 and then into qualifying at Long Beach. 180 miles an hour on Shoreline. It never gets old.